Hey, Joe. Okay.
Can't share my secret identity. Hey guys, welcome back to 2000 and something, the worst movie review channel on the internet. So you're probably wondering, why is there a guy wearing a Spiderman mask? Well, a story from my childhood. One of the most early costumes I remember wearing was a Spiderman costume. That and the Red Power Ranger from SPD Emergency.
Did you go as the Red Power Ranger?
Yeah.
I went as the Red Power Ranger.
Yeah.
We're
from SPD?
I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. All right, so here's my story with the Red Power Ranger. We didn't celebrate Halloween as a child. But what we did do is go and get the costumes for like a costume box when they were 50% off once Halloween was over. I think this was prior to that one time, and I picked up the Red Ranger costume and I went, "Mom, I want this." And my mom goes, "No, you can't have that." And I went, "Why? It's a biker." And my mom goes, "That's a biker to you?" And I went, "Yes." And she goes, "All right, fine, you can have it."
It was a biker. You don't even know which Power Ranger it was?
Well, it was a Red Power Ranger. I know now, thinking back, it was a Red Power Ranger costume.
But you don't
At
know
the
like what
time.
series they're from.
Yeah, I didn't know what Power Rangers were as a child.
Man, that sounds like a very depressing childhood. Anyway, moving forward.
Yep.
Speaking of childhood, before we continue, and this is obviously a big hint of what we're doing. It's 2000 and something.
This video is actually really terrible.
So before I was rudely interrupted by our intro, you're probably wondering, Joey, why do you keep messing with the mask? I can't see out of this thing at all. This is not a functional costume at all.
You should have seen him. He was trying to set up the set, and he was like inches away. Like,
yeah, I was like this, just moving it, and I don't know how I look doing it. It's weird. It is for sure 100% weird. I am going to be wearing this the whole video. I can't read anything. Because for those who know, I do wear glasses, and I can't see right now because these lenses, they're like weird dotted lenses that feel like sunglasses, so I can't see a thing.
Joey, what are we doing today, though?
We're reviewing one of my favorite kind of spooky kids movies.
Okay.
Coraline.
Caroline, you said?
Coraline.
Carolini, you said?
I'm gonna slap you.
Carlin. Today we're reviewing George Carlin's famed special, Apollo 27. I really thought when he said... I didn't see this movie until I was 21. Saw it last year for the first time.
My younger sister watched it so many times as a kid. It scared her, like, as a kid. And she was, like, little. She wasn't, like, this wasn't her, like, 7 years old. No, this was her probably like around 4. I want to say 4. I feel like she was around 4.
Bro, I can't. Yeah, I can't.
remember also seeing this movie at a Blockbuster. That's how old this movie is.
I can't even imagine watching this movie as a child. This movie's terrifying.
It is. It's a lot scarier than I thought it was too. Like I didn't scare me as a kid, but like looking back, I'm like, man, I'm trying to imagine like I can see it through like a 4-year-old's eyes. Like, oh my gosh, this movie must have been like scary.
Listen, you have no idea. Will, as a child, you show this movie to Will at age 8, would not have ever slept
again. It's just, and like the textures of things just make me feel uncomfortable now. Like that's what's weird about it. It's just like the textures of the character. It's a stop motion animation, which is very expensive to make, by the way. Yeah. Like, and it's weird to hear that this thing had deleted scenes because those scenes are probably thousands of dollars just from like. Them just like moving their hand up and down takes so much time.
Right. It's interesting because like stop motion animation, I made those as a kid. Like they're either the bottom like easiest tier thing to make as an animator, or it's just unendingly difficult, right? If you want it to be good, movie quality, you gotta spend 18 years doing it.
It takes so long to do it. And honestly, this movie does feel like a Tim Burton movie.
You're not wrong. I don't think he had anything to do with it. I might be wrong.
The director of it, the director of this,
right,
also directed Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, is it the same guy?
Yeah, they directed the same movie, and that's what the Black Cat was kind of a homage to a Black Cat in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh.
That was with that one with Sally. That's the girl's name.
Couldn't
right?
tell you. That's a bad movie. Anyway, this is a good movie. Coraline?
Definitely better than Nightmare Before Christmas in my unpopular opinion. I think Corpse Bride is a better movie than Nightmare Before Christmas.
Corpse Bride is not... Well, maybe. I don't know. Corpse Bride's bad. Nightmare Before Christmas is also bad. This is, I think, potentially the best Halloween movie ever made.
I can confirm.
Can't confirm? I really don't know what anything else that's better.
Well, I think one show that I liked so much more than this was Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I don't know if you ever watched that as a kid.
No.
I'm gonna have this taking this mask down, on and off, down. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Joey took his mask off. You guys didn't see any of this. Joey took his mask off, and now he's put it back on, and he kind of looks like a Pablo Picasso painting of Spider-Man.
And before this video actually continues any further, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And comment down below what Halloween costume one of your favorite Halloween costumes that you can remember as a kid, as well as what other movies terrified you as a child and that you wish you never seen as a child, that you kind of filled your dreams with horror and fear. And don't forget that hit that notification bell to stay posted for any future 2000 and something videos.
You know what movie I didn't sleep after watching? Spy Kids 2. Didn't sleep for I don't know how long. Spooky Scary Skeletons. I watched that when I was 8.
How do you not sleep through Spy Kids after Spy Kids 2?
There's Spooky Scary Skeletons, I told you.
On Spy Kids 2?
Yeah, Spy Kids 2.
Oh, I forgot there's a skeleton with swords and crap.
Yeah, they're coming for you. That was terrifying. What movie scared you, Joey? That's what we were talking about.
Oh, what movie scared me?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. And quick cut. I know, it's technically not a kid movie, but one of my mom's boyfriends was really into Chucky.
Okay.
I hated Chucky. Chucky terrified me.
Yeah.
It's not technically a movie I watched as a kid. It was a movie that was around me as a kid that I did not want any part of.
Makes sense. Little did you know, Joey had no fear as a child.
Well, it's just I was exposed to actual horror movies, so there's not any actual kids entertainment that I can think of at least.
What was anything that you saw as a child that gave you nightmares?
Oh, like I said, Chucky. Chucky for sure terrified me. I hated that thing. I hated I can't remember what store we went into, but that same boyfriend, there was a Chucky doll in there, and he chased me around with it. And he thought it was funny. Don't do that to kids. I was 4.
I used to chase my little brother around with plastic lizards because he was terrified of them.
So, yeah, moving on. Let's actually talk about this movie.
All right, the movie Coraline. Pretty good.
Like I said, my sister watched this a lot, and I think I'm more interested in the theories behind it more than anything.
So the movie Coraline, I actually really like all the characters in this. One of my favorite characters is the dad. He's so
the other dad or the dad?
Both. The other dad is so sad, and he saves the day. I love other dad. What do you think? Who's your favorite character?
No, I'm a pretty big fan of that dog.
The dog?
The dogs.
Oh,
not the stuffed ones. That creeped me out. That was weird.
Do you like the one that's in the process of being fitted for his stuffing?
No, I was joking about that. Probably my favorite character is Wybie.
Oh, Wybie, yeah.
Yeah, just because. So Wybie didn't actually exist in the books.
Okay.
He wasn't a character in the books.
Gotcha.
And how he walked was interesting.
Yeah.
And then how he's a down to earth guy. He's pretty chill. I could hang out with this kid.
Mm-hmm.
If I was the same age as him now, right now at my current age, and if he's still the same age, that'd be a little weird. That'd be a little awkward and weird.
Yep, I got you. He kind of moves like a puppet. Plot twist. Do you think maybe she actually did fall down a well and she died and this is all her death dream? No, because that's a terrible theory. Everything is just the character was dead the whole time.
No, I hate it when people the theory is. Yeah, every character could have died at the beginning of the movie and done that. You can't use the same theory for every single movie. Maybe some movies it's obvious that that happened. The movie Grease.
Uh-huh.
Like, that one makes a little bit more sense.
Right. Joey, have you heard the theory that Superman actually died when his ship crashed into the Earth, and that everything else is just a death dream?
I think that's stupid.
Have you heard the theory that Indiana Jones actually died when he fell into that pit of snakes, and everything else is just a death dream, and that's why he doesn't like snakes?
Again, stupid.
Have you heard the theory that...
Well, stop it. Okay.
Theory that this is an incarnation of Pennywise? Great theory.
This seems like a bet. Well, not like exactly like Pennywise, but...
Hold up. Wait. Maybe exactly like Pennywise. So, what we know about Pennywise, he fell to Earth in a meteorite, right?
Yes.
He can shapeshift. What can the Bedlam do? Shapeshift, because she turns into the mom, and then she transforms into her true form, and then she kind of transforms into a spider a bit. So she transforms. Pennywise also does some spider-like stuff when he's transforming all around. Yeah, he gets like the extra arms.
Well, and also Pennywise's true form is a spider.
Right. So, what does Pennywise feed off of?
Fear.
Fear. Right.
Well, and keep an emotion. So essentially, he feeds off fear specifically because he says it tastes the best. And it feels him the best. My only problem with that.
But the Bedlam, or what's it called?
No. Actually, Pennywise specifically feeds off children's flesh who are filled with fear, meaning that he eats kids essentially, and he thinks the fear essentially seasons the meat for him. So he kind of feeds off the human emotion as well as essentially. Right,
he eats people too, but it's mostly he's like feeding off the dark energy of the town. But that's what she's doing too. Like the children in the basement say that she's eating their lives.
Not necessarily their flesh, but their lives.
Maybe this is a female Pennywise.
Well, Pennywise is female. My only thing with that is in the book. I'm going to reference the book a few times because this is what I know. So my only issue with that is the Beldam was human. The only reason I know this is because in the book she talks about burying her mother who was human. So she killed her and then she found the dimension, blah, 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 took over. So I think that the Beldam is more likely a witch or something along those lines. Like maybe she's like Baba Yaga. You know about the story of Baba Yaga? It's a Russian folklore. Right. Just quick
John Wick.
Yes, John Wick. But quick intro of Baba Yaga. So Baba Yaga is like this older hag that's like a witch of some kind. She lives in a house with like chicken legs on it, and like that house moves around, and she kidnaps children and eats them.
Right.
So she may be something similar. To say that she's similar to Pennywise would be true, but I don't think that she's the same entity as Pennywise.
That's my theory.
Yeah,
that's my. I think, and you know what? I think we can agree on something. My theory makes more sense than that lady's theory.
Most definitely. But yeah, that theory makes a little bit more sense.
Thank you. So,
it's just there's a lot of theories behind this that people are saying about this. I think it's a lot, like, people are just overthinking this. Like, that's what a lot of people do with some theories. Like, they overthink things. Now, there are some things that, like, you look for, like, minute details that could lead to certain things. Like, the theory that the black cat is actually Wybie's dad. I can kind of see where that makes sense. Yeah, because, like, how does the cat talk? She transformed the dude into the cat, blah, blah, blah. That kind of makes sense, but doesn't at the same time because he would have mentioned something about it.
He would have been like, yo, by the way, while you're exploring these things, my dad is a cat, just letting you know.
So, Will, what was your favorite part of the movie?
Let me see, my favorite part. I like the part when they're driving around in the field and the other dad is like planting his crops and is like riding on the back of that creature thing. That's pretty cool. I like her exploring the other world before it goes pure evil a lot. Just all that in general. It's a cool mystery.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah. What about you?
My favorite part of the entire movie, I would have to say, I think it was the circus scene, like the circus scenes and like the neighbors doing like their shticks.
Oh, so you like the naked grandma?
No. The acrobatics were amazing. I appreciated that.
Yeah.
And then the whole like she's going through seeing the circus, us them dancing mice, blah blah blah, all that jazz. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So what part did you not like? What part kind of creeped you out?
Creep me out.
Yeah.
I don't know. When she's about to sew buttons onto Caroline's eyeballs.
Yeah, I did find that that was pretty creepy. No, one thing I didn't like and kind of made me uncomfortable, that these old ladies,
Yep.
like, they're creeping me out. They got these dogs stuffed. They got all their dogs stuffed. All died, they all got them stuffed. No, that's not okay. Don't get your dog stuffed. That is the weirdest thing I could think of a human being to do. So, what part of the movie did you not like?
All right, let me think. I kind of think exact opposite of you. I think the neighbor stuff goes on for too long.
My least favorite part is for sure when those women are like half naked, older women are half naked.
Yeah.
Made me very uncomfortable. I'm like, they should not include this in a children's cartoon, in a children's movie.
One
out
would
of
agree.
all the things they could have included, and that made me very uncomfortable. It wasn't scary. It just made me very uncomfortable. I'm like, this is kind of gross.
Scary for a different reason.
Yes, exactly.
Hello, what's up, Frank?
What's going on?
You're on the channel. Joey wanted to call you for the video. Here's Joey.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. What's up?
So real quick, in just a few sentences, what do you have to say about Coraline?
I mean, Coraline's pretty cool. It's interesting, I guess. I like the animation style that they.
The stop motion that probably took them a year to do.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really neat. Really fun ride for the kids. Maybe give them a little spook, a little scare.
So, real quick, I'm going to give my opinion on the Dream Face reveal because, that was kind of relevant a little while ago. Is that still relevant now? Probably not. So, real quick, I think people's expectation of Dream being like this dreamy, hunky guy, and like them being disappointed that he's not that, is completely unfair to him, and to call him ugly isn't fair either. So, real quick, I'm probably going to just put that in like before we do our final thing. So, my review of this movie, I would rate this movie,
Yes.
probably 8.5 energy Red Bull, the white Red Bull out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's a solid movie. It's not my favorite like kids movie for sure, but it's still up there with like nostalgia for me. To say that this movie is perfect would be not true.
It's pretty close though.
It's a good movie. It's a solid movie. It feels like a Tim Burton movie, but it's not a Tim Burton movie. But it has a good storyline to it that kind of I want a little bit more. But if there isn't any more, I wouldn't be mad. And with that, guys, I'm going to do what Dream did and take off my mask.
My goodness, why isn't he hot?
Face
oh my
reveal.
goodness, he doesn't look like Markiplier.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, bully. I'm kidding. Joey, you're a beautiful man.
Thank you. This was very hard to see through, guys. I could not stress that enough. It was very weird to see out of I could see Will's face just because of all these lights on him.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I could barely see a thing.
Do you want to date with Joey? Leave a comment below.
Okay, guys, thank you for sticking to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below any movies that terrified you as a kid, as well as any other movies that you enjoyed watching as a kid around this time of the year.
I just cracked my jaw. It was weird.
And also comment down below if there's any other reviews you want us to do for any of the upcoming holidays. We're going to hit that notification button to stay posted with any future 2000 and something videos. Other than that, guys, don't have a good day. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.
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 What's your favorite trailer you've ever seen?
Sing.
The one with the animals?
Yeah.